Hi everyone, this is Bo from Kyber Network. Today here we're with the Kosala, founder of the MyEtherWallet. Kosala, congratulations on the launch of the new MEW. We're super excited to hear from you about the new features.
Thank you so much, Bo. Yeah, I'm excited about the launch as well.
Mm,
And it's been a good great journey and like a lot of learning experiences, and it's been a crazy busy year
yeah, for
building this new
sure.
version. Yeah.
So, guys, today he will share with us what we can expect from the new MEW and then walk us through all the new update. Before we jump on the tutorial, can you share with us what was the reason for this revamp?
Yeah, so initially we had to go all the way back to when we first initially
Mm-hmm.
built the wallet. Back in the day, it was only like very few developers using Ethereum, and then when Ethereum first came out, so our initial interface was mainly focused on actual like technical people who are already familiar with Ethereum and like cryptocurrencies and blockchain and all those things. And then later on, as our community grew, we realized that like our new interface is not as familiar to a lot of newcomers
Mm-hmm.
as it is to technical users. So
Mm-hmm.
we decided, okay, it's time for us to revamp the whole design and like come up with a brand new one. And then we hired a brand new UI designer who didn't have any experience in
Oh,
blockchain,
I
so that
see.
it's his he so at the same time he's learning the blockchain, and that's like, so he's a newcomer, and his
Mm-hmm.
perspective towards like how the website should look like is how the website will look like
Like
it's going to look like at the new version. Yeah.
seriously, this new website looks fantastic. Super straightforward and simple. You don't have to wandering like looking for some function and tools you want to use it. Like previous one was still good, but there was some hidden tools that you have to go find it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It was more of a, okay, if you know already what you're looking for,
Mm-hmm.
then you can go find it, but like it's not as intuitive as the new one, for a newcomer, especially for newcomers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And on the website, I read the one of the main highlight of this new launch is the app called Mew Connect, and your description was like hardware without hardware. What does it
Yeah.
exactly mean? Like which user will benefit using this application?
Yeah, so MuConnect is one of the mobile applications that we
Mm,
worked on last year, and then
mm-hmm,
we released it to both Apple and Android,
mm-hmm,
and we are getting great number of downloads as we speak. But so our main idea towards MuConnect is that the mainly the phishing attacks. So we wanted a way to completely prevent phishing attacks from happening, but the biggest bottleneck was the wallet system or the key store files or mnemonic phrases that
mm-hmm.
people are used to using, and then people are also instant, like they need instant gratification.
Mm,
So it's easy for them to go and download a key store file or like a copy paste a mnemonic
mm,
than going online, finding for a good hardware wallet,
mm.
and then ordering it and then waiting for it to come. And
Yes.
like, so that's the, so they don't have the instant gratification, and that's most of the time that's what makes the fishers get them. And so with Mew Connect, you can simply go download this mobile app, and it was ground up built with security in mind.
Mm,
So it's
mm.
not just one encryption; it's protected by, your private keys are protected by two different encryptions. And on top of it, whenever you want to send a transaction or whenever you want to sign a message,
Mm-hmm.
it'll give you the two-factor verification. It'll ask you again, hey, did you try to actually send this transaction? And then user has to like actually take action, like type in their pin code and say, yes, I did, before the transaction can go through.
Why don't we do this? Like, I'd like our community to learn and see all these like tools and then features with the new Mew.
Yeah.
Would you please share your screen and then actually walk us through all the update?
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely be happy to do that. Give me 1 second to open up the website, the new website,
Uh-huh.
and this is just like from top to bottom how it's gonna look like. And
Okay.
when someone new come to the website, think of you as a brand new person who's entering into crypto world,
Mm.
so our Ethereum world,
Mm.
and then you come here and then you're only presented with two options.
Mm.
If you already have a wallet, you can
Mm-hmm.
go access your wallet, or
Mm-hmm.
you if you don't have a wallet, you create a new wallet.
Yes.
And then so when you go create a new wallet, you are prompted with like the guidelines, so
Yes.
some educational material. And then over here we have three options to create a new wallet.
Yes.
The first one is Me Connect, the one we recommend. And then assuming you already have a wallet, we can
Mm.
go and see like
Access
access my
my wallet.
wallet. um, and then and then you're presented with multiple options. um, the first one, you connect,
Uh-huh.
and then let's say you have a hardware wallet, and you can
Wow.
use
Lot of
Ledger,
options.
Bitbox,
Mm-hmm.
Kosala, Trezor, KeepKey. Like these
Mm-hmm.
are the leading hardware wallets out there,
Mm-hmm.
so you can use any of them to log into your account.
Mm.
And at the same time, so if you have MetaMask,
Mm-hmm.
you can use that. Or like the software method, again, it's not recommended,
Wow, this
but
turned to red.
it's there. It's red. Yeah, it's not green. It's red. But like, yeah, the private key option is here. If you already have a
Uh-huh.
private key that you generated somewhere else, and then you really, really, really want to access your account,
Mm.
you
Okay.
can use it.
Yes.
But again,
Not
red signs
recommended.
everywhere saying don't use it. It's not recommended. Um, so let's use a recommended way. Let
My
me,
mute connection.
yeah,
Yeah, I want to see how
let,
you log in using Mute Connect.
oh yeah, okay. So we can do that. Um, so let me, so I have the app already installed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not exactly sure how to show the phone one, but like I'll show you the desktop one.
Mm-hmm.
So you click Mail Connect, and
Yes.
then it'll present you with the QR code. And then on your phone, you just have to scan this QR code, and
Oh.
then you're in.
Oh, so it's kind of like really simple, super safe way of doing 2FA.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, you got it. So, and if you can see the phone version, I can show you later, maybe after we go through the website.
Sure.
I can use the webcam to show the like how it looks like on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
and then explain you how to do it. It's 2 clicks away um, to come here.
Uh-huh.
And then again, this is a brand new account, so I don't have any balance here. But as you can see on the side,
Yes.
we scanned approximately more than like 1,100 tokens in about 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have balances in any of these tokens on the side, it'll show up.
Oh, that's different to previous like vintage one because previous one you have to click
Yeah, you
all the
had to click
token.
load.
Sometimes
But
I have to
now,
clean like 50 different tokens to see whether because I forgot whether I have it tokens or not. That's cool.
exactly. Not anymore. Now we'll scan through more than 1,000 tokens,
Mm-hmm.
1,100 actually, the last time I checked.
Uh-huh.
And then it'll all show up in here. And then if you do have a balance on those tokens,
Uh-huh.
this drop down list will show you all those tokens.
Mm, mm, mm.
And then you can go ahead and transfer them. So a couple of other things that I want to just show you on this one is the network tab,
Oh, what is that?
uh, where you can change the networks. Like for example, let's say you have
Mm.
Robson or Rinkibai or any
Ah,
other different network types. Let's say you have EOS network. These are all like based on different Ethereum networks. So there are different forks of Ethereum, including RSK,
yes.
Tomo Chain,
Mm.
Ubix Scan. and Go Chain, Ether Social, EOS Classic,
Yeah.
and even ETC. So if you have any balance in those accounts, you can simply come here, switch the network to that type, and then you can see you can use it as your regular account.
But
Yeah, you can.
do I have to log in with the new ID, like new
No, so
address?
you can use the exact same wallet, or
Wallet.
in this case, the Mu Connect wallet,
Mm.
to go through any of these networks and use them.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay, that's a really cool function. I think like two people who follow different project and different blockchain, it will be super useful function for them to check it out.
Exactly.
Mm,
Yep.
okay. Next, send offline or swap.
We can talk about offline real quick. So
Mm-hmm.
offline is for like the people who are, again, people who are a little advanced, and then if they want to use the MyEtherWallet website
Mm,
on their offline, like an isolated computer,
mm.
where it's not connected to internet, they can use this to manually generate the transaction
Okay.
and then put the information. Again, this is meant for like advanced users who wants to do
Uh-huh.
it on a separate computer off the network where they can keep the private keys secure.
I haven't used this function at all, and I don't think I'm gonna use it in the future.
Yeah. So it's I mean it's not that difficult when you think about it. So you
Mm,
generate the information, like you just have to remember these two values, the speed of transaction and the months.
nonce.
And then you go to offline, and then you just fill out all the information.
Mm,
Again, like the to address, if you have data or if you don't know what it is, you can leave them as blank
mm.
and then generate transaction,
Oh,
and then it'll continue, and then you're good to go.
cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other cool thing, the cool feature is the swap functionality.
Also, I really want to highlight this page because this is where Mew and Kyber team work together.
Yeah, exactly. So
Mm,
this is the swap page that we work with Kyber to integrate the Kyber,
mm, mm.
the decentralized liquidity protocol,
Yes.
to enable our users
Mm.
to exchange from between ERC20 tokens and ETH to any ERC20 token.
And like in
Um,
fully decentralized manners.
exactly, in an
Mm.
extremely decentralized manner.
Cool.
Yeah, for example, I can show you. Let's see. Oh, the die one should be here. Yeah. So if you switch here, you see like the Kyber is actually cheaper.
Mm,
Well,
mm.
Kyber, yeah. So it's better to get die through Kyber than some of other partners.
I see different providers here. How does provider plays a different role for swap?
So that's like one of the unique functionalities that MyEtherWallet provides.
Mm-hmm.
We have partnerships with multiple providers. As you can see, we have partnership with Kyber Network, and then Changely,
Mm.
Simplex, and BT
BT.
Exchange.
Mm.
But our goal is to bring the best rates
Mm-hmm.
to the users.
Mm, mm,
So
mm.
our goal is to, whenever, like for example, if a user wants to convert from ETH to DAI,
Mm,
they can come here, see what's the best rate is,
mm, mm.
and then use that provider to do their conversion.
Yeah, I mean,
And,
as a
and
user's perspective, it's always have good to have a more option to choose. So I think it's great if we're working together with a different project.
exactly,
Mm.
yes. So yeah, in this case, as you can see, Kyber provides a better rate than everyone else. So therefore, yeah, users get the advantage of choosing which provider they want to use.
So now I choose the pair I want to swap and choose my address and click
Yeah,
the one of the provider I want to use, and then click the swap, and that's all.
exactly. That's all. And then it'll take you through the steps based on the provider. Like, for example, for Kyber, it's one step.
Mm.
You send the exchange, and then immediately you'll receive the funds back. But for some other providers, it's since Kyber is decentralized, it's instant. So
Mm.
you send the
Mm.
transaction out, as soon as the transaction get mined, you'll have the converted funds in your account. But like for some other providers, you might have to wait maximum up to 10 minutes.
The interface looks super simple, and I hope like many people find out this new features super useful and then use it often. I noticed there's three other functions apart from the two highlight. Can
Yeah,
you walk us through that?
yeah. So DApps is one of the other main brand new functionalities that we are adding to version 5.
Uh huh.
Um, this is for example, right now it's only two dApps where you can register domain, ENS name, or like register subdomain. Like for example, there's no way I can remember this address
Mm. Mm.
0x43. So, but what I can do, I can buy a subdomain. Let's see which one I'm going to buy. Uh, well, there are free ones, so let's just buy uh,
Free one.
ask for yeah. Let's buy this one, so it's
Mm.
not completely free. So as for each, I'm just gonna copy it real quick,
Mm-hmm.
and I buy it, and then it'll give you a confirmation box. Hey, you're trying to send this
Yes.
much to that address.
Mm.
If you want to see the more information, you can see that,
Mm.
and then you click confirm and send. It's a say transaction send. But okay, so like I mentioned before, I there's no way I can remember this long
Mm.
address. But
Mm.
now since we bought that subdomain, what I
Yes.
can do, I can go to send tab
Uh huh.
and simply type in the subdomain and see that address matches. Now I can
Oh.
simply tell you, hey, send me funds to kvhnewt.ask for ETH. And then
Oh.
if someone type it in, it'll automatically
Auto-
resolve to that address. It's very easy for people to come here and they use this functionality,
Mm.
which is really useful. This is what we from MyEtherWallet wants to bring to the
Mm.
community,
Mm.
to
Mm.
explain users that there are different dApps out there that you can use to make your life way easier.
Yeah, I really see
So,
the value of this.
and then again, these are the like more like advanced functionalities
Uh huh.
that um, users can use. Like they can, if they're familiar with like different contracts, they can interact with those contracts using the interact with contract tab. Um, but again, this is for like advanced users who use different
Mm-hmm.
interaction methods to directly interact with the smart contract on Ethereum,
Mm-hmm.
not through a dApp.
Mm.
And then the deploy contract is to deploy a new smart contract to
Mm.
Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
And message signing is another cool feature that I really like. And like for example, I can say I am on and then I can sign this to prove that it's me, it's this address, I own this address, and
Yes.
then I'm signing this message to say I own that address. And then, so this is the signature that you can send to anyone,
Yeah.
and then anyone can go to the verify message and then verify this address actually signed this message.
Okay. But can you give me a little bit more details of when was the occasion you used the message and who used this message?
Yeah. So let's just, for example, say Like this is the best example. You
Mm.
know how different people are claiming to be Satoshi Nakamoto
Mm-hmm.
from Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So if they're actually Satoshi Nakamoto, they can simply use message signing functionality and then come here and say, um, and then use their private key to say, and then sign it.
Uh-huh.
So now, since everyone knows one of the first few contract addresses or like the first few Bitcoin accounts
Oh.
that only Satoshi Nakamoto had access to, if the message was actually
Ah.
signed by him, people can easily verify, okay, this person actually owns that account.
I bet lots of the developers, the people who initiate the project will interest to verify their digital identity on here.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's really useful when someone wants to prove that they actually do own a certain account.
Mm.
Like if, for example, you have an account and then you want to prove to someone that you do own that account, you can simply sign a message using the
Mm.
private key of that account and then send the signed message to the person.
There's a lot of hidden tools, and now it's so easy, user-friendly interface. I definitely gonna use more, and I believe lots of the users will actually happy to see this all the new update.
Thank you. Yeah, that's my expectation. And like as a team, whole MyEtherWallet team, this is what we've been working on for the last year, and we're really excited to get feedback from our users and improve it even further.
Should we close the window and then continue talking?
Yeah.
Before we jump on to the last question,
Yeah.
Kyber, we embark our mission, any token anywhere, with the goal of building a world where any token of value can be used anywhere for swap in any wallet, financial application, and payment service,
Mm-hmm.
and become a backbone of the ecosystem. So, as we stated on our 2019 blog post, which
Yeah.
was published a few weeks ago, we're
Yeah.
planning to expand this, how to say, this scope of Kyber to
Mm-hmm.
other blockchain. Ask you that, do you have any plan or have you ever thought about expanding Muse capability to other blockchain as well?
Yeah, like so on new version 5,
Mm,
that we already support all these different Ethereum networks that are
yeah.
based on the same backend or like the same Web3 standard.
Mm.
So yes, as long as um, Kyber is supported on those networks as well. We can create a dApp, or we can even integrate the swap functionality for that specific network,
Mm,
since we
mm.
already use a liquidity protocol or like liquidity provider for that network that we can use. It'll be really helpful for the community as well.
Long-term goal, and then it's not just one project can do it. Like all the project and developer has to work together.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I like to tell to the community and to the people who are listening, uh, that Ethereum is brand new. It's
Mm,
new, and
mm,
we are like still in the developing process. But if we don't develop thinking it's new, there won't be a there will be no future for us. So we have to start now. The present is what we have. So we have to start now. We have to develop. We have to constantly try to figure out
mm,
like what are the new features that we can implement, or how to scale, and what are the different ways of doing certain tasks in a decentralized way, and and then more than anything, we have to figure out like how to present
mm.
the features that we already have to the mass audience in a simplistic way that they can understand. And I think that'll drive the mass adoption, and that'll take us to the next level. But again, we are still new, and we have a lot to discover, and a lot to
Yeah.
learn from our mistakes, and a lot to learn from what future brings us.
I mean, we seems like we're pretty much aligned on the goals and then the future we see.
Yeah.
I personally believe like MyEtherWallet is a super great way, gateway for the newcomers, onboarding more people on this decentralized ecosystem and whole industry. So that's why we really want to support MyEtherWallet and the team and
Thank you. Thank you so
Um,
much. And we love Kyber network as well.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thanks so much for your time, and it was a lovely tutorial. I learned so much.
Thank you so much, Bo. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Hope my Dole and you all the best for year ahead. Hope to hear from you soon.
Yes, I mean, and I'm excited to see Kyber Network, like the 2019 development, and
Yes.
we're willing to help each other, and I love Kyber Network and the decentralized liquidity protocol. It's amazing.
Yay! Cheers!
Thank you.
Thank you.